Alrighty, I took a shower. Why make another video? Because I'm procrastinating. After sleeping for 10 hours, with a nice melatonin coma, I'm feeling awfully lazy. And man, once I wash all the grease out of my hair, it looks so very thin. I mean, it's a good thing I've given up on finding love, because with this pathetically thin hair, I mean, who could possibly love me? Shampoo the beard. It looks pretty much the same, though. Hasn't increased in length for quite a while. It's like it just grew out to a specific length and then stopped somehow. I don't know. Reflect on the journey, Ray. Yes, reflect on the journey. Man, it's been a journey. The thing I like about life is I don't really feel tense like I used to, like there's something I need to be doing. I always used to feel that way. I think that was actually the Adderall, though. Take the Adderall, it's like, man, I feel so good. I need to do something with this. I could be doing more. Now I'm like, I just do what I do. And I'm fine with it. I go to work. Don't feel like I need to be doing more. Work on my God shit. Don't feel like I need to be doing more. Just existing. Adderall in a lot of ways is like giving yourself pains, if you really think about it. It's that whole thing where you feel like you don't want to waste your life. And I'm real lazy. Real lazy. So, take the Adderall to make me a little more human. All fucking tense and neurotic. Like a human. But if I don't take the Adderall, I'm not all tense and neurotic. And that's actually a better way to be. The thing is, I gotta fucking get on a bus. I guess I could walk downtown, but I don't really feel like it. Nowadays, you gotta spend $2 for a bus ride. It's not a huge amount of money, but the problem is, it introduces another potential point of failure that wasn't there before. Like, I got the app, and it creates a barcode that's scannable, but what if I get a particularly truculent bus driver in combination with a code that doesn't scan? That right there is a potential point of failure. I don't like extra potential points of failure. I mean, who does like those? I mean, a lot of people don't seem to mind them, but I super mind them. Sometimes I think back to that apartment that I lived on Garnet Drive, corner of 75th and Quivira. And I miss it, I miss the atheist life. It's like, yeah, life wasn't good, but it's just like, well, it's not like I had any grand cosmic responsibilities, just fucking get through my day job with energy drinks and Adderall, get plastered and make videos. Then on the weekends, take some Adderall and make videos, and then get plastered. It's not a good life, but it's not like there's a lot of responsibility to it. It's just like, all right, whatever. Who cares? There's a comfort to insignificance, I guess you could say. But then I think, well, no matter what happened, I wouldn't still be living there, because now, like, the rent price at that place is certainly unaffordable to me. So, even if I'd stayed there, I would have had to move somewhere else with cheaper rent. So, hey man, you can't go home again. I mean, hell, the rent was even kind of unaffordable to me when I lived there. Every now and then I'd have to go without electricity. And rent prices have gone up a lot since then, and wages haven't really gone up commensurately, so I mean, I already couldn't afford living there. It was a nice one-bedroom place, though, and it, like, kept it nice and clean, except for when the electricity went out. Then it got really dirty really fast. But I mostly kept it clean. I enjoyed that, just take a big heap of Adderall, start cleaning that shit, just sweep that carpet, shampoo it even like once a month. Now I live in a fucking moldy dungeon, and I had to think about that. I really enjoyed the heap of Adderall, then the sweeping and the shampooing. It really gave me a sense of accomplishment. Clean the kitchen. Then it didn't clean out the refrigerator very often, so it was often filled with things in various stages of decomposition. But hey, man, nobody's cleaning is perfect. As long as it's walled away in the refrigerator, I don't have to think about it. I mean, I miss it, but I mean, even if none of this god shit happened, I wouldn't still be there. Kind of like I miss my sister, but ever since that thing where I was trying to keep my mom from killing my dad, it was never the same. It was never going to be the same. So, even if the god shit didn't happen, it's not like, I'd be living in that apartment and go down and see her and watch Supernatural. And even if that was the case, like, the series ended, so wouldn't be doing that regardless. I do miss my sister because she really was my source of pop culture knowledge. Discussing, I don't know, the trivialities of the celebrities and whatnot. Now, from a God perspective, that helped me pinpoint where I was in the multiverse, but hey man, there's only one reality now, so I don't really need that anymore. Hey man, you want to get from Earth to heaven? All you need is this simple diagram. Let's see, where's Earth? Okay. Oh, Earth is here. Where's heaven? Oh, it's right here. So all you need to do is go along the pathway from Earth to heaven. I hope this explanation has been helpful. Even though cleaning does give me a sense of accomplishment, I mean, is it worth it? Well, I don't have a heap of Adderall, but even if I did, like, I live in an environment that it's really impossible to actually get it clean. Like, it is just filthy on the most fundamental of levels. So, I don't even waste the effort. I mean, like, how am I gonna get this place clean? It's like made of filth. By the way, I'm getting dressed slowly, oh so slowly. I got some pants on. Alright, making progress, because I gotta go downtown. Bought a new deck of cards at Family Dollar the other day. And with my extra magic black magic marker, I just put 2 symbols on the Ace of Spades. Not particularly complex symbols. Shove that back in there. Rest of the cards are unmarked. Just close the box. I need both hands for this. I mean, it's not really that hard to give up on life when you never really had anything in life. I mean, sure, there's been, like, even the things I have, it's just like, I have a good attitude about it, but it doesn't really mean anything. Like, I remember that gas meter job. Of course, I'm the very best, and I'm recognized as the very best. I mean, it's just a finite series of simple operations, so it's pretty easy to optimize. All you gotta do is just do it. But, best in the whole country, gas meter things, recognized as such. And it's like, well, that's kind of cool. But I mean, who cares? But even that's not, I mean, it's like, again, who cares? Too much work. I was in pretty good shape, though, running around. But, I mean, it's like, it's a little folding here, but I'm not exactly in bad shape now. Especially for a 45-year-old, not to brag. But there's only 4 people where I work that don't have a protruding belly, and I'm one of them. 2 of them are in their 20s, and one guy actually looks just a little too skinny. I don't, so... I'm the only one with, like, a body-shaped body, I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, does that really do anything for me, though? Well, no, not really. I mean, yeah, the ladies kind of seem to think I'm sexy and mysterious, but, what does that do for me? Nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, there's been a lot of places I've worked where, like, everybody really likes me, but it's like, I mean, I guess that's fine. But I don't know. When people try to bring me down, it does nothing. When people he praise and accolades upon me, also does nothing. Like, what is there in this life exactly? It's just, getting little bits of stuff that other people might want and trying to hang on to it because other people want it is what it feels like to me. But it's like, I'm just a little too self-centered for that to really matter. What other people want, I mean, that is entirely their business. So I don't care about money. I mean, as long as I have enough money to buy my simple things that I need, like, I don't really care. Like, people are just... the emotions people have about money, especially small amounts of money. It's like, oh, I'm not, oh no, $3? That's, I can't... It's like, dude, nobody's forcing you to care about that shit, so it's like, why don't you save the energy? Or, I guess the other way to look at it is I'm just too fucking lazy to consistently care about shit that doesn't really matter. I mean, I've always been cursed. Living in a world where, I'm just supposed to care about stuff, and I don't. And I can take drugs to try to care about stuff, but my brain just gets tired. Because if you don't really have a regard for what other people want, then all the stuff you're supposed to want is just pointless trivialities that just make you burn up your mental energy and you don't really get anything. Like what? Best case scenario, like what? You impress other people, internalize that, and make it feel like an accomplishment. I mean, I guess if you can do that, good for you. I sure can't. One of the things about watching Amazon Prime videos lately is I see people with their love and their attachments, and I think about how I don't really have the same kind of attachments that are portrayed in fiction. I don't know if that's how it works in real life, where people are just like super attached. Like, oh, I would give anything to see this person again. I mean, it's like, I'm more like, well, I mean, I'll see him if I see him. Like, I get a little sad thinking about people I'll never see again, but for the most part, I'm okay with it. The only one I really miss is my sister. And even that's not that strong. It's like, well, it's... makes me sad I'll never see her again. But I think about all the other people I've met in my life, and that I'm totally cool with. Just like, I don't know, I guess I just don't have strong bonds and attachments. It's more like I get familiar with people, used to interacting with them, then they're gone and I'm like, oh, well, I missed that a little, but then my system compensates and then I'm fine. Right, like, I told you I expended a couple percent of Holy Lucre to keep the lady who works here from having a stroke because of her brittle brain arteries, because of her low estrogen levels. That's not like any kind of particular fondness for her. It's just like, well, if she strokes out, then there's going to be somebody else managing this place. Gonna have to fucking get used to a whole additional, like, a new person, and it's like, it's just a mechaleka hi mecca hiney ho. Just prevent that. Having to get used to a new thing. Alright, what stage are we at? We got the pants, socks, magic shoes. Symbols are kind of worn off, but that's okay, they're still magic, don't you worry. The thing I just can't really express about my God journey is how boring it has all been. At first it was interesting, it's like, oh, drawing crazy symbols on things, I wonder what this is all about. It's like, oh, well, look, when I do it, reality is altered around me. That's fucking amazing. Woo! It's a mystery to be solved. Like the first time I was homeless, it's like, oh, there's a sense of accomplishment with the whole pulling myself up by my bootstraps thing. Second time it's just like a yawn. Just another fucking chore. It's just boring. Because all the things you're supposed to strive for in this world is just based on your own insecurities, and if you don't really have them, then the whole thing is a fucking waste of time. Now I am blessed. A lot of 45-year-olds, they're like, oh yeah, I gotta prove myself. It's like, maybe I should get me one of those Asian women. They'll really appreciate a man, or like thinking there's some solution. That's it's just a waste of time. I remember even back before the God stuff, like I got a little bit of YouTube popularity, and I'm like, well, this is interesting. I've never had a level of popularity before. Let's see if there's anything productive to be done with this. And after a little bit of investigation, I learned no, there isn't. Like, people just, like, popularity exists to, like, just keep being popular and just, like, hang on to it because other people want it. Same as so many other things, just as fucking pointless. Which is why you might notice I don't really make videos that appeal to anyone. but they do allow me to put stuff into the equation. Transparency is part of the process. Like, you can't say that the Lord is working in entirely mysterious ways. I mean, I have shown you my diagrams, after all. Now, when I go downtown, I'm going to wear my magic necklace. Extra gluey. Make sure that mirror shard stays on there. It will still encapsulate me in a field of Nif ontology, but also Tan ontology, and also Neph ontology, which actually won't form a field around me. It'll form a plane, a plane that's parallel with the plane of the mirror that's on the thing. It's a whole thing. It'll just allow me to go through the ontological barriers without disrupting them. Same as usual, just with a couple extra things. Meanwhile, the old shard of mirror is safely submerged in hand sanitizer. Why? What does that do? It's like beyond any kind of explanation. It's just that's the place for it, in the hand sanitizer. It's God shit, homie. You wouldn't understand. This is one of the objects that I'm going to place downtown. A lightning bolt with 3 7s. Hasn't been shuffled through the equation too much. It's been hanging from my towel string, along with this pink marker, which I'm going to hang from something else before I leave. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but a lot of how the God shit works, it's kind of like the world's biggest pin number. Or a test that only God could pass. I start off this journey as an atheist. Have my entire worldview turned upside down with what looks like fucking magic. So I'm the kind of person who can deal with that. Right, I hit the ground running, even though my worldview's been upended, because it's just like, well, I gotta do what I gotta do. So it's overly interesting in a way that would make a person cower. But I'm also the same kind of person who can diligently do this fucking God shit with no apparent magic happening, for hours, days, weeks, and years. It's two different people, really. The kind that can deal with exorbitant fucking weirdness, but also extended tedium. Generally speaking, those two kinds of people aren't the same person. But if you're God, you're fucking everything. You're whatever you need to be. I find myself in a lot of situations where, like one person could deal with it and another couldn't, but I deal with both things, both of the extremes. The exorbitantly weird and the mind-numbingly tedious, just because I have to. That's a God mentality right there. Be whatever you need to be for the situation. Just gonna wrap this string around here, take a few vapes on camera. What flavor is this? Who even knows? I do it for the addictive chemicals, not the flavor. I'm what's known as rational. Let's see, what is it? Cherry slush. I guess I could have guessed that from the cherry flavor. It seems like the way of the world is what you're supposed to do. is pick something arbitrary and then always double down on it. Me, I don't like arbitrary things. So I always pick something arbitrary, double down on it for a while, then I get tired and I try the opposite thing. And then I try a third thing. Just keep going through things. See, it's a gambler mentality where you pick something arbitrary and always double down on it. Pretty tired of this world. Let's see if I've managed to make a way out of it. Got all the stuff pretty well in place here. Just a few more steps. Maybe 1 million. Maybe 5. We'll see.